Good evening, everyone. Excuse me. Yes, work on the throat chakra. As always, I know it's a late one tonight. Well, not really a late one. Well, for me it is. I usually do my tarot readings in the day. It's just that I've got some new cards and I can't sleep anyway because of the voodoo schmoodoo. Voodoo-ville, everyone. Voodoo-ville. How's it going for you guys? I know I'm not the only one going through it out there. How is it in voodoo world? I just wanted to test out some new cards that I've got and see. It's called. They are called Mystic Red Rose Oracle, and these cards had a quick peek at them earlier, and I quite like these cards. We'll see what comes out. How you all doing? How's your evening going? Hope it's all going well. Excuse me. Every day, throat chakra, because they want me to stop talking. You see, I'm never gonna shut up. If it's saving my life, I'm gonna talk. What's the point? If I'm alive, I'm gonna talk. If they're gonna kill me, I'm gonna talk. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna talk either way. I'm not scared of these people. These people want to invoke fear in you and things like that. I believe in the Most High. Like I said, you can't rule with an iron fist. Does not work. You can take everything from me, my family, my friends, or whatever, because I've always got God. I like my own company. I enjoy my own company very much. You haven't got people telling you what to do. You haven't got people trying to lead you down the wrong path. Until I link up with my soul tribe, I will stay by myself. And I know my soul tribe is out there. We don't deal with devilism. We don't. We don't deal in that. Sorry about that. We just don't. They want me back. But the only way they can tell me is through witchcraft. Yeah, because I'm not answering your calls or your emails. I'm not. You haven't got my calls or nothing anyway, my number. You might have my number. You got it from somewhere because I know you know how you lot stay. You can look it up or whatever. Oh, no, I didn't give it to you. And you can't call that phone because I didn't give you that number. See how I've got it set out? Hey, Divine Masculine, how you doing, darling? I hope you're okay. I have to say hi to my Divine Masculine. Hey, kids, how you doing? And then they're going to say, you mentioned me. Yeah, I love my kids, and that's one thing. Out of all the stresses I've been through, and now I like, because I've had karmic debt to pay. I'm not the only one. I haven't always been like this way. I've done stuff, and do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, but I've paid my karmic debt. That's what I'm saying. You do your thing. You do things when you're young, and you're stupid when you don't know no better. As soon as you know better, you do better. Okay. Healthy choices. Self-love, self-care, being happier, love and life. That's what I just said. That's what I'm saying. Make healthier choices in life. You're not going to be young forever. You don't want to wake up all of a sudden and be like, oh my gosh, what have I done with my life? Do you know, I haven't done anything. I didn't look after my kids. I didn't do anything. That's what I'm saying. So, healthy choices. Let's see what comes out next. Cool. So saying these cards are quite good. And since I've been living my healthier lifestyle, I've been a lot more happy, been happier, been happier. That's what I'm saying. Wedding rings. Hey, divine masculine. Hopefully soon. Union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. And that's what I feel that I'm going to get from my divine masculine. That's why he's my divine masculine. That's why I chose him. Because he's totally different to the others. So especially these karmic exes, or, you know, the thing that we got in, I call it a thing, with Steve Sutherland, a thing. It wasn't even a relationship, it didn't even last that long. Because then Marilyn came along, and he was like, oh, Marilyn, she speaks the Queen's English. Yeah, she's the better one to fit me in my public eye lifestyle. She fits my image, I should say. Well, you married her, like it says, union, marriage, soul connection. That was your soul connection. I'm not your soul connection. My divine masculine is my soul connection, and you are not a divine masculine. Divine means at one with the Most High, so you can never be my divine masculine because you don't believe in God. Same that goes for you too, especially you, Carrie Dixon. Because I remember when we had a long distance relationship for about 2 years. Because I wanted to get to know him first before I got out to Jamaica. I'm not stupid like that. He wanted me to come out to Jamaica and straight away and things like that. So I thought, I don't know you. I've got to get to know you first. And then we was together for a year, and I was thinking about it. And then COVID came, so it put a spanner in the works for a bit, really. But I'm glad that it did, because in that time with COVID, he showed his true colours. The mask fell off. The mask fell off. So I thought, thank God. I thought, thank the Most High. See, rejection is protection. Don't ever think that when you're getting rejected that it's your fault. It's not. It's God protecting you. This one, get down, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Because I used to argue with these lot on social media when I was on there. The only place I'm on now is YouTube. When I was on all the others, I used to argue with them all the time on social media. So I had to cut that out, like it says, cut down, cutting out. I had to separate my emotions from my logic and use my logic more than my emotions. Because if I use my emotions, I am going to end up getting myself into trouble because I've got a very bad temper. My temper's very bad, and I'll end up doing something stupid. Yeah. And it says separation. Yes. Like I said, when COVID came, it gave me time to see who he really was, and that's why we ended up in separation. I had to stop that abusive pattern of abusive men coming into my life. I had to stop that pattern because when I was with the kids' dad, he was the first man that's ever really showed me any form of real love. Like, you know, how it's supposed to be, how a man and a woman's supposed to live and that. Yeah. Yeah, my last two kids are for him. We'll talk about my eldest son's dad another day. That's a whole nother story. Stop the pattern. Yeah, so I had to give them the silent treatment, arguing with them every day. Because it's only getting you upset. It's not going to change the situation. They don't want to change, so there's no point in arguing with him. So you stop. A narcissist hates that. Narcissists and egotistical men, they hate that. They hate it when you give them the silent treatment because because of the ego. How dare me not speak to him? How dare me not do this? Who do I think I am? Who do you think you are? You're only a man. It's a man's world. But it'd be nothing, nothing without a love from a woman or a girl. Exactly. Listen to what James Brown sang. He's very right. Needing time. Clock. Needing time. Cycles and takes time. Time to heal, progressing. That's what I'm saying. Time, I always believe that time is a healer. In time you heal, you'll never forget, that's why it's called a lesson. Don't forget the lessons that you've been taught in life. But as time goes by, you're healing. All the death they've caused, all the destruction they've caused, it's always going to be with you, and you're going to get good days and bad days, but as time goes on, you'll get less bad days. You'll get less bad days. But it will always be there, but you learn how to cope with it. And this cycle that we're closing out now, because that's what it is. It's all been a cycle for years and years, going around and around in circles. These governments and politicians stealing from people, stalking people with destinies and inheritances and things like that. It's all been a cycle for how many years? Black people have been enslaved for how many years? Just because we're not, like I said the other day, just because we haven't got shackles and that around us, we're still being enslaved through the mind and through materialism. But it's always been about money, hasn't it? So you politicians and you government, do you know what I mean? People are like, why aren't you that upset of all the things that's happened to you? It's not that I'm not upset. Of course I'm upset. And like I said, I have my good days and bad days. But I don't have to show people that. That's why I'm an introvert, and I go into myself. I go inside myself. And I'm like that because I'm not good to be around. So you go inside yourself, heal, and then when you're ready, you come back out to face the world. Yes, you politicians, you lot are in trouble, and another reason is because I've always known from since I was a little girl there's something wrong with this world, and I'm sure in school when someone asks me, what would you like to be when you grow up? I said, what would you like to do when you grow up? I said, I would like to change the world. See, I've always been clued up from since I was a little girl. And then it's like, when it comes to the movies and that, because you watch movies and then all of a sudden certain things start happening in the movies. Not everyone will notice this, but I do. Like that film, Artificial Intelligence. I watched that film. And then I always used to say, whatever they show you in the movies is what they're trying to do in real life. Because where do they get all these special effects and all these things, all these robots when they're making these movies? Where do they get all them things from? Yeah. And it's true. It's true. And I just thought, don't panic, it's happening like in the movies, don't panic. I always say it's the panic that will kill you. So if that's what God put me here to do, if that was my mission, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to try and do it to the best of my ability. Do you know what I mean? I said, if I've changed one person's life, my job is done. My job is done. Because there's lots of people that's been out there that's been sexually abused. Yes, I was sexually abused from when I was a baby. Because when I lost my virginity and I didn't bleed, I knew from then I was 14, or supposedly 14. I was a lot younger than that because they've changed my age on my adoption certificate. So when that happened, I was like, what happened? What's been happening? Because my sister's dad has sexually abused me, but it wasn't. There was no penetration. There was no penetration. So, do you know what I mean? And then I've come to find out now that because what they do, they use magic to wipe your memory, and as a kid it's easier to wipe your memory. And if you don't know what's going on and you're in a low vibration, it's easier for them to wipe your memory. Because when you're in a low vibration, you're drinking, you're taking drugs, you're out there partying, you're out there sleeping with people and things like that. So you're not really paying attention to what's going on around you. And that was by my karmic adopted father and his best friend. Yeah. And God knows whoever else. Yeah, this is my story, people. This is what I'm saying, and now they're still, after being through all of that. That's what they've put me through. This is what they've done. Now, after being through all of that as a kid, they're still trying to ruin my life. They're still by trying to take my kids off me, by trying to make me homeless. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now it's being done to you. How does it feel? How does it feel? You can't be around your kids. Your kids are getting taken off. These people's kids are getting taken off them left, right, and centre. These people are dropping like flies left, right, and centre because of the sexually transmitted diseases. A lot of these men and women, they're getting divorced because their partners had no clue on what they were doing. And now they've got all their partners sick. And these people and these partners are probably finding out that their kids that they have with these people have been sexually abused as well, because it's especially in black communities, we were told not to say anything. And I did say something. But because my adopted sister's dad, he worked for the police. So when it all went to court, it all got thrown out. So when that happened to me, I never really spoke about it for years, because you speak out and you expect that people that are there to keep you safe are going to keep you safe. No, they don't. It's the government for you. They're all in it together. Ooh, they can't have one of their own. Why not? Why not? But I bet you if it was a black man, a normal black man on the road, or even a black police officer, oh yes, he's going to jail. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Time to heal. And when you heal, you see you get more progress in your life. More progress. Progression comes easy or easier. This is what I'm saying. I've healed. I can talk about these things. If you can't talk about it, that means you haven't healed. You have not healed. You have to be able to talk about it, share your story so you can help somebody else who can with your children. I remember when I was younger, I used to always pay to this charity called Barnardos, because it was for sexually abused children. And that was years ago. I think I just had my first son. My first son's 25. He'll be 25 next year, next April. Yeah. And the same thing happened to him through his dad, my baby father. That's what he done because he was a part of this group. And he did that to his own son. Because one day my son came here because he used to live with him. He took him off me. He used to live with him, and one day my mum just died. So he come round the next day with Darius, because Darius was autistic. But he's speaking now. He was autistic. So he brought him round the next day. And I was like, I'm really tired, mate. It was the funeral yesterday. You should have known not to have brought him round today to give us a bit of time. Like, give me a little bit of time. I never refused Darius, but I was so upset. And I thought, I don't want him seeing me this way. So Darius wanted to stay. He didn't want to go, and he made up such a fuss. He didn't want to go back. He made up such a fuss. And the police came, and you know what they did? They beat him up, they drugged him, they put him in the hospital, they drugged him up, drugged him up, drugged him up. But you know what happened after that? He got put into supported living, assisted living. And thank God for that. Everything happens for a reason, because he could not touch him again, because he did not want to go anywhere with him. Because when he's in the government establishments, you have to be careful. You can't force him, because people are on the street are going to see certain things, and certain things that that kid doesn't want to go with him. So I thank the Most High for that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. They've got me here, keeping me away from my children. These people want healing from me. I haven't got time to heal you. Like, why am I going to heal the people that brought me these problems in the first place? No, I have to go and heal my children. My children need the healing, not you lot. My children need the healing after what you people have done to them. Now they're in trouble. They want me to heal them because they think I'm some kind of a healer. Okay, if I'm a healer, I'm a healer, but I'm not healing any of you. Any of you. And remember, hell is hot, because that's where you're going after here. That's why I've always tried to lead from the heart. I mean, doing drugs and, do you know what I mean? I'm not really hurting anybody, especially if I'm not spreading no diseases and things like that. I'm not hurting anybody. The only person I'm really hurting is myself. And that's what I used to do when I used to go through stresses and strifes. I used to take it out on myself. So I don't take it out on anybody else, because it's nobody else's fault apart from the people who are involved. And I can't take it out on them, because they're either men, they're either government people. Do you know what I mean? And I don't have the strength. I'm not strong. I don't have the strength for that. I'm just me, one on my own. That's why I said all I needed was just someone there, just one person to listen to me, just one. And there was. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Thank you so much. Thank you. I owe that man my life, I'm telling you. Yeah. So, yeah. That's the story. Or some of the story. So, time is a healer. It is. It is. Hey, Spirit, what you got for me? Ship. Cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. See, it goes hand in hand with progressing. So, ship. If you can read backwards. Cutting ties, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to cut ties with my friends' groups. Had to move on from these abusive partners, moving on. And it's always when I'm ready, because I never go back. When I move on because it's taken me so much time to decide to leave you, that when I do leave you, I'm ready. So, and I never look back. And I don't know what's wrong with these men. These men know this about me. With Steve Sutherland, it's been 7 years. And with Kerry Dixon, it's been nearly 4 years. If it's been that long, you know I'm not coming back to any of you. So I've moved on to calmer waters. Not still waters, just calmer waters. I'm moving on. I've got my divine masculine now. And we're in a spiritual connection. A spiritual union. Because it's got it's got to connect it's got to connect in the spiritual realm before it manifests into the 3D of what you want in life. So if you're always wanting to go out, or always thinking about sleeping with this person and that person and that person, if that's all you're thinking about, then that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. If all you're thinking about is you just want a stable relationship with someone that's honest, kind, has got knowledge and believes in God, then that's what you will get. It all starts with the spiritual realm. Big ships sailing on the ocean. Freddie McGregor, Big Ship. It's a reggae song for the people that don't know. What have we got now, Spirit? Tell us. Just one card, just one. It's like it's got warmer over here again. It's freezing last week. This week is a lot warmer. Thank you, Spirit. Healing heart. Healing heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, abusive relationship. That's what I just said. Cards don't lie. Tired of getting my heart broken. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's what I was saying. We got sunglasses. Watching, looking, perception, stalking. Yes, because these people were watching me. These people were watching me. That's why the sunglasses is there. Disguise. Looking, watching. Because they're the perception that they had of me. Because no one ever knew I had so much knowledge, or that I was a healer, or that I have psychic abilities, or whatever, or not psychic, got good intuition and things like that. Psychic abilities, whatever you want to call it. They never knew that about me. Because you never took the time out to find out. Why am I going to tell you everything about myself when you're not interested anyway? I can read energy. That's what I'm saying. When I read your energy, and you and I know I can't talk to you about certain things, then it's not gonna go really far. We're only gonna get we're gonna come to a crossroads, and the crossroads that I always get to is that I have to go my separate way. And now, and that's what I'm saying. They're stalking. They do the gang stalking. People driving past my house all night. People walking up and down my street all night. This was a very quiet street before I met any of these people. If you can hear that now, there would never be any noise. Everything will be quieting down now. It's only Tuesday. It's not the weekend. That's what I'm saying. The gang stalking. Because they get money, they get the government, they pay people to do things like this. Yeah. I've had police gain illegal entry in here with their fake warrants. Yeah. Give me one more, Spirit. See, so there would so that's what I'm saying, the generational curses. So that happened to me, and now look what happened to my son, my eldest son. Yeah. And it's worse for him because he's a boy and his dad done that to him. I'm not saying anyone's better than anything, but it takes away, it's harder for a man. I'll rephrase that, it's harder for a man. Because men have got their manhood. Do you know what I mean? And that's why they do that, to take away the manhood and their horrible, sick desires. I don't know where he is now anyway. Hopefully 6 foot under. Because these group of people, they were all super rigid. When I found out, I thought, what? You lot know all these people, all these celebrities, all these politicians, you've been hanging around with them all. I was like on a reach fari, but in the wrong way. In the wrong way. Because you didn't believe in the Most High. It's always been about the devil. I've always believed in the Most High. That's why I lead from the heart. That's why I don't intentionally hurt people. I don't do stuff like that. One more spirit, one more. Yeah, so that's some of my story, people. Oh no, don't be sad. Don't be sad. Not now, anyway. If I was up here crying and that, then fair enough. But no, that's what I'm saying. Time is a healer. Time is a healer. And I wouldn't come on here and show any weakness, because you don't show weakness in front of the enemy. No, you don't. You don't. You find your own little quiet time, and then that's what you do. Because that's what the enemy does. They wait until you're weak so they can do their witchcraft, and their witchcraft can take hold of you. All last summer, I was laid up in bed because I couldn't move. The energy draining. Couldn't move. The back pains that I got. When I sit down on the floor, I couldn't even get up because my bones were hurting me so much. And that was from the medication from the mental health team. That's why they want me to get me back on the medication from the mental health team. Don't worry, I'll soon be off that. I'll soon be off that. The butterfly. Evolving and growing. Next phase. Healing inner child. Releasing the past. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm nearly there. I released the past a long time ago. Because if you continue, if you blame people, other people for what happened to you, you become very bitter. And when you become very bitter, that means they've won. They've won. That's what happens when you become very bitter. That means that they've won. And I will never give them the satisfaction of winning, having that over me. No. Because they all think it's funny. They laugh. They laugh when you go, this is how sick and twisted these people are. They laugh when these things are happening. Because what happens now is they all do witchcraft on each other to keep it all going. Yeah. They do witchcraft on each other to keep it all going. Now we're going to laugh at you. Funny, isn't it? It's not so funny anymore, is it? It's not funny anymore, is it? Well, it is to me, to see you lot going through all of this. Yeah, because it's a lot worse than anything that you put me through. I've still got life and health and strength. My kids have still got life and health and strength. So, let's do a couple more. I like these cards. It's nice to talk. It's nice to share your experiences, because anyone can watch this and think, wow, all of that happened to her and she managed to get through it. So I can get through it too. Just one person. One person. And if that's one person, I don't know, my job here on earth is done. Because people think jobs are like getting up every day to go and make money. No. Yeah, that is a job, but there's also other jobs. Like spreading love. It's love that keeps the world turning, not money. As you can see, money does not keep the world turning. Money brings poverty, wars. Money, can you believe it? Money brings poverty, because it does, because there's not enough of it. And then they spend that money on wars to make the places even more poverty stricken. That's what I'm saying. Seduction, attraction, teasing, hooking up, and date, third party, temptation. See? These people, that's all they do. Third parties. So I'm saying they want their cake and eat it too. No, you're never going to get that with me. You're never ever going to get that with me. And like I said, I can read energy. So if I say, have you got another woman, and you tell me no, I know that you're lying, so I'm gone. I'm a woman, so I know. The more you use your intuition, the stronger it gets. This is what I'm saying. And it's funny, these people have got spiritual gifts as well. They've got spiritual gifts as well, and look at what they're using them for. It's just such a shame. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing. But Bacharach. I think that's his name anyway. What we got? Paradise. See? Happiness and joy, playfulness, enjoying each other honeymoon phase, divine masculine. That way when divine masculine comes out in my reads. Because we started off good and then it went. Couple more, then I'll close this one out. Actually, I'll do one more deck. Because you're supposed to pray in the morning, in the afternoon, and before you go to your bed. You're supposed to pray. Or read a chapter, or read some form of scripture from the divine to protect yourself. Oh. Ascending, learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. Yes, because I've always known that I was spiritual, but I didn't tap into it fully. But since my divine masculine has helped me tap into it, I've been ascending and ascending and ascending. It's not about descending, it's ascending. Trying to reach your fullest, highest potential with the Most High. Not for other people. I couldn't give a damn what other people thought or think of me, because I know myself. So when they were spreading all these rumours, and they were saying I was doing that because they were billing me on social media, I didn't actually know whose people it was. Well, I knew it was Steve and his cronies as well, because those girls, they don't like me. So I know they were always stalking me on social media. So, I lost my train of thought. So, yes, when they were putting up all these horrible memes about me, I used to laugh at them. If it's funny, it's funny, because I know I'm not doing that. If it's funny, I will laugh. I thought this was funny. And I did think, I bet that's what you're doing. Because I like what I've learned about spirituality, a lot of it is, with these people, a lot of it is projection. They're projecting what they're doing onto me. That's why they had to tell lies. The lies that we're telling are the things that they were actually doing. Addiction, see? Codependent, obsession, and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. What did I just say? That's what they were saying about me. I was codependent. I was obsessed with them. I was doing black magic on them. I wouldn't know how to do black magic even if I tried. I stay well away from that stuff. I want to go to heaven. I know there's a more beautiful place than here to go. I know this, and I've known this since I was a small child. I want to go to heaven. Codependent obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. See, that's what they wanted. Control of me, of everything, my mind, my body and soul. I don't know you people. Why would I let you have control of that? Well, I know of you. We've met a couple of times, but that's it. I don't know any of you. Don't know any of you. So I'm saying this is why I find it so weird. These people are weird, man. Strange. These people are strange. Where the strange ones go. Well, that's my late evening read for you guys. Like I said, I was just testing out these new cards, and look, they don't lie because they all match my situation. Yeah. Okay, well, remember, pray before you go to sleep, read a scripture, anything to do with God. Protect yourself. And in the morning, you wake up and do the same thing. You might not have time in the afternoon because you might be working or whatever, but if you do, just say, yeah. What I say before I go to bed as well, no weapons formed against me and my family shall prosper. Return to senders. If you're having voodoo and witchcraft done on you. If not, just no weapons formed against me shall prosper. Thank you for listening, guys, and I'm sure I'll be back to tell you more of my story. Have a good evening. Good night. Sleep tight. Praise the Most High.